began with a bold vision to build KL Metropolis, a development that would establish a new international trade and exhibition district in Malaysia, built in partnership with the government by NASA Group's property arm, NASA TTDI. The crown jewel of this grand vision is the Malaysia International Trade and Exhibition Centre, the preferred international destination for exhibitions and events. Like the fine gold and silver threads of the Songket weave that inspired its facade design, MyTech is the embodiment of refined craftsmanship, creativity and precision. As Malaysia's largest exhibition centre, MyTech's functional spaces are unprecedented. Primed for exceptional displays, surrounded by state-of-the-art facilities and amenities. This iconic structure affirms a commitment to innovative excellence. It is a showpiece of engineering ingenuity. An enduring icon built for a new Malaysian era of success.
Hi everyone, my name is Anna and I would like to welcome you to this Global Women Empowerment Summit. And this video is recorded in Riga, in Latvia. I am from this great country. And the video is made for wellness and empowerment session and called Yoga to Empower. So before we start talking about benefits of yoga, I would like to raise a question, what yoga in general is. So all we have heard such expressions like step out from your comfort zone, let's break our stereotypes, and so on, so on, so on. And we have to agree that all of us have different limitations. We set them because we have different experiences, different thoughts, different relationships, and even genetical information which we received when we were born. So a lot of things are influencing our lives, and we set limits to our minds, to our impressions, to our reactions. And in the end, we are a certain person with certain life, with certain relationships, with certain thoughts, and all of us, we have this kind of box around ourselves. And sometimes it's hard to believe that someone is living different life. And of course, somehow we understand that most probably it's because he's thinking in a different way, he knows something more. But in general, usually it's all about us, all about how we receive information, what we do with this information, all the perceptions of the life, with what we are living. And coming back to yoga, actually yoga is not about who you are, but about who you wish to be. So basically, the different systems of yoga can help you to empower yourself, to change yourself, to change your life, to change everything around you, just using particular or any kind of yoga system, or at least start with a little part of yoga. Of course, I'm not really speaking about just yoga which we have in practically every yoga studio or fitness club, because it's very important, it's very fundamental, but it's only the small part of yoga. I'm speaking about physical part of yoga, where we do asana practice or posture practice, but this is the only small part. So what is yoga in general? By Patanjali, yoga has 8 components, or we in yoga world, we call them 8 limbs of yoga. Actually, this information you can easily find in internet, in YouTube, wherever you prefer. It's not something hidden. It's very in details explained system. But I don't want to speak today about it in details. But still, I have to mention that it's has actually a global impact on our lives. And starting with first 2 components, which includes a mindset. So I will still speak about components, but in a simplified words. So most probably some of you are just beginners and you completely don't know what is yoga. So at least you can start to understand that yoga, it's not about only physical exercise, but it's about, first of all, your mindset. Let's say first 2 components are speaking about that you have to be honest, you have to be without any violence. So we are not killing not only human beings, of course, but in general, we are not killing any living beings. I mean, even flies, even mosquitoes. We are trying not to kill anything which is alive. And this is fundamental, because like who you are to kill anyone, but it's okay. So about killing, it's clear, but still it's your choice how you live. Honesty, like truthfulness. And here it's very easy maybe to remember something from your life when you weren't honest, when you have to lie to someone. How did you feel at that moment? Did you feel great? Did you feel happy? Or did you feel guilty? Did you feel like something very heavy is on you? And that you have now to remember what you said to someone, and you have to think about it. You have to be worried about maybe this person knows that it's not true, and so on and so on and so on. So it gives you a lot of stress, takes a lot of energy, and especially if you're doing it continuously. So this is one of the important points. Another is non-stealing. It's kind of obvious, but still maybe a lot of you can remember different situations from your life, maybe from your childhood, when you took something that doesn't belong to you, even something small. It doesn't matter. But how did you feel about it? Did you feel happy? Did you feel stressed? Did you feel guilty? I think answer is again obvious. So because imagine you just take something which doesn't belong to you, you go home or you go to your friends and you would like to show it, but actually you can't even show it because it's not yours. And if you show, people will ask questions. Where did you get it? How did you get it? And then again, you have to lie. So it makes a big ball, which actually have a lot of negative energy and all the things you are carrying with you. So why should you do it? I don't know. So one of the main aspects is this mindset. It includes many things, but still, let's continue our conversation about also second part is purity, that you have to be tidy, you have to be clean. How do you feel when you are not ready to go out, when you are not ready, when you're wearing some old clothes which are dirty, when your house is dirty? Is it okay? Maybe it's okay because you're used to it, but in general, when you clean, it seems like even your mind is cleaner. So just think about these things. These are fundamentals. Then we can speak only then about asana practice. After we set our mindset, then we go to asana practice. And actually for these 8 components by Patanjali, asana is just posture which you have to use for meditation. So basically sitting still, it's very hard. So we are using asana practice to prepare our body to be flexible enough, to be strong enough, to stay calm and seated for a long time for meditation. So basically there is going after it more meditation, concentration of your mind to focus on one specific thing, to get rid of reactions from your senses. Let's say you don't react to smells, you don't react to what you see, you don't react what you hear, and so on. So this is basically system of yoga and a lot of methodics and so on. And how I can help you? Of course, it's hard to set your mindset. It's actually your job, and yes, it's possible to do with help of other people. You can use modern technologies. You can use psychologists, psychotherapists, you can use yourself, you can use yoga teachers, but now it's for me it's hard to help you to set your mindset because it's very, very hard. I know it from myself. What I can help is to practice really asana practice. Even I told you it's not all yoga, still it's very, very important part. So if you are practicing asana, your body becomes stronger, more flexible, and you know, if you have flexible body, you will have flexible mind. And in yoga, we use a lot of breath awareness. We are slowing down the breath. We are creating energy by using our breath. So it is another part which is very, very important. When you connect your breath to your physical exercise, you will see big change, how you can control your mind, how you can control your body, how you can be more flexible in your decisions. So basically, this is what yoga is about. I hope I was pretty clear to explain in a short way, in a very, very basic way, because yoga science, it's not easy, it takes time. What you can do, just start to do asanas. I highly recommend you. You will see results pretty fast, even by 1 month. If you have never practiced yoga before, once you start, don't quit for 1 or 2 months. Just go once per week, twice per week. The most amazing is to go 3 times per week and practice. Start with beginner class, go to intermediate, and more when you feel ready. Don't press yourself, don't push yourself. Take it easy. Go with smile. Don't expect anything. Just feel the process. Just trust the process, and things will become better. Like especially if you don't do any sport at the moment, any physical exercise, it will help you a lot. Otherwise, of course, any physical exercise are highly beneficial. And just what I would like to add, it's my personal experience. I found yoga only 5 years ago, and to be honest, I would be happy that somebody would tell me that yoga exists a little bit before. So maybe I would spend a little bit more time to go deeper into this practice, to get experience. But who knows, as Yogi says, everything comes on the right time, in the right moment. So anyway, during 5 years, I was practicing for myself, and 1 year ago, I got my certificate to teach yoga to others, and I see it as a mission for myself to not to maybe become these real yogis, which are meditating a lot, which is a little bit out of the community. But my mission, as I see it from myself, I would like to take this ancient science, at least some basics from this ancient science, and to bring it to our modern world, and to take some knowledge and give benefits to all of us from this beautiful, beautiful science of yoga. So grab the mat and get ready to change the world with yoga power. But don't forget that all changes start with yourself. Now I invite you to keep watching this video and do some basic beginners friendly exercises which are from yoga, from asanas, made specially to stretch your body, to release some tension, to get some energy. It's pretty easy, as I told before, beginners friendly. So keep watching, and thank you very much for watching me. I'm very open to cooperation, collaboration. You can find me in Instagram, you can find me in Facebook, you can find me by email, you can message me anytime with any questions. I will try to answer you. And also here is my webpage, so just check it out if you like something. If you don't, I just hope maybe I motivated some of you to try yoga if you have never done it, or keep doing if you are already with us. Yoga teacher is here, and here we go. Hi everyone, this will be easy and pretty efficient yoga stretching class which you can do in the morning when you wake up, or also during your work breaks. You simply take a break, 15 minutes, and it will definitely increase your vitality and productivity for your work. So let's just start. Sit in a comfortable position, straighten your spine, relax your shoulders, relax your palms to your knees, and just close your eyes. And let's start to make circles with your head to one side, full circles. You inhale up and exhale when your head goes down. A few more times. Go slowly, mindfully, feel your neck, feel your vertebra. Relax your shoulders in the same time. And one more time, inhale up. Exhale down, and when your head will be down, just change the direction. Go opposite way. Inhale up and exhale down. Feel your breath. Connect your breath with your movement. And last round, finish when your head will be down. And release your head, looking forward. Take your right palm over the head. Inhale and exhale. Press the palm a little bit to your head. Feel the tension, the stretch in your neck, and you can release your palm down to the ground. And keep breathing here. You can close your eyes to feel your breath, to feel the stretch. One more deep inhalation, exhalation, and next inhale, release, and change your palms. Take your left palm over the head, inhale, and exhale, press your head a little bit down to the left, and relax your palm down to the ground. Feel the stretch, relax your shoulder, and keep breathing. One more full breath. And release. And bring your right hand up, left palm on the ground. Inhale, straighten the spine. Exhale, lean to the left side. You can relax your head, looking down. And just feel the stretch of your side muscles, oblique muscles. And next, inhale, change your hands, and exhale to the right side. And relax your head. And keep breathing, full deep breath. And one more time, each side. Inhale, right hand up, exhale to the left. You can release the elbow on the ground. Just check your Hips are still on the ground, equally seated. Keep breathing. And next, inhale, change your hands, left hand up, exhale to the right. And keep your left hand active. It's trying to reach something far away, straight. And next, inhale, release hands. Take right palm on the left knee and left hand behind the spine. Inhale, straighten the spine. Exhale, twist. Help yourself with right palm to twist a little bit more. And look over left shoulder somewhere far away. Feel the stretch into your neck and your spine. Deep breath. And exhale, release. Left palm on the right knee, right hand behind the spine. Inhale, straighten spine. Exhale, twist. Look over right shoulder, somewhere far away. And help yourself with hands to twist a little bit more. But feel your limits, don't press too much. One more deep breath. And exhale, release. And bring your palms in front of your neck. And go to table position. So your palms are under the shoulders and knees under your hips. Take the toes and lift your hips all the way up to downward facing dog. And pedal your downward facing dog. Bending knee by knee and straightening leg by leg. Feel the stretch, relax your head down. Press palms to the ground and also engage your fingers when you're pressing to the ground. And then press both heels towards the ground to full downward facing dog. And slowly step forward to your palms and stay in forward fold. Take the elbows in opposite palms and just swing here from side to side. Relax your head, your spine. Allow your upper body to melt down. Release your palms down and slowly roll the Release your palms down and slowly roll the spine all the way up. Soften your knees. Feel your vertebra, feel your spine. And roll shoulders several times backwards. Keep breathing, full breath. And forward. And step in front of the mat, toes together, feet a little bit apart. And one more time, roll your shoulders back and down and point your fingertips down. Take the tailbone, engage your core muscles. Your chin is parallel to the ground, kneecaps up. And keep looking forward to one spot, Tadasana position, mountain pose. Prepare yourself for sun salutations. It will be slow, classic sun salutations. And next, inhale all the way up with your hands, lean backwards. Exhale, forward fold. Stay here for a few breaths. Relax your upper body. Relax your head. And keep breathing, full deep breath. And next, step with right leg far away. Drop the knee, top of the foot on the ground, and sink into your hips. Straighten the spine and look forward, a little bit down to the ground. So we release the tension of our neck. And few deep breaths here. Relax your muscles. You feel the tension, just relax. And check your knee is above the ankle. Don't lean forward, knee is above the ankle. If you need to step a little bit wider. And then press palms to the ground, take your toes and step back to downward facing dog. Deep breath. And exhale, drop your knees down, chest and chin to the ground. Ashtanga Namaskar. And keeping your chest and chin in the same position, drop your hips down to the ground. Inhale, Cobra. Your elbows are next to your chest. And look forward. Relax your shoulders. Don't squeeze shoulders. Relax them. They're completely open. Exhale. Take the toes downward facing dog. Lift your hips up. Press palms and feet to the ground. Your spine is straight and relaxed. One more deep breath. And step with right leg between your palms. Drop left knee to the ground, top of the foot on the ground. And sink into your hips, straighten the spine, it's long. Support yourself with fingertips. And look forward. A little bit down to the ground. Keep breathing, relax with every exhalation. And press palms to the ground, take the toes and step forward to forward fold. This time you can take your calf muscles and press yourself closer to your knees as much as you can. Just keep breathing, relax with exhalation. And relax your head. Soften your knees and all the way up with your hands. Lean backward. Exhale, palms to your chest. Full deep breath, rest. And next inhalation, all the way up your hands. Lean backward. Exhale, forward fold. Few breaths here. Take your calf muscles, press yourself a little bit closer. And then step with left leg far away. Drop your knee top of the foot and sink into your hips. Straighten the spine. Keep breathing, full deep breath. If you want, you can close your eyes to feel the stretch, to feel your body and your breath. And then press palms to the ground, take the toes, and step back to downward facing dog. One deep breath. And next, exhale, drop your knees, chest and chin to the ground. Ashtanga Namaskar. Release your hips down, inhale, Cobra. Open your shoulders, keep breathing. Exhale, take the toes, downward facing dog. Few more deep breaths. Engage your stomach when you breathe. Press the palms and feet to the ground and lift hips up as much as you can. And step with left leg between your palms, drop your knee, top of the foot, sink inside your hips. Feel the stretch in your inner thighs. And relax with every exhalation. And press palms, take your toes, and step forward to forward fold. Press yourself closer to your knees. Relax your head and neck. Soften your knees and go all the way up with your hands. Lean back. Exhale. Palms to your chest. One full breath. And step with right leg a little bit back, so you have kind of 2 hip distance between your legs. Roll the shoulders back, straighten the spine, and open your hands. Now imagine that you have a wall behind your spine, and just lean to the right side. You can look up if it feels comfortable, or look down if you have tension in your neck. And just keep breathing. Feel the stretch of your side muscles. If it's too hard, you can bring your palm to your leg. And keep breathing full deep breath. One more time. And inhale all the way up. Release hands down. Feel the difference between your two sides. And again, open your eyes, open your hands, and lean to the left side. You can look up or down. And left palm can be apart from your leg or on your leg if it's too hard for you to keep this position. Keep breathing. And release. Release your hands down, close your eyes, feel the difference. Feel the expansion of your two sides. And then step back in front of your mat. Hands up, lean backwards. Exhale, palms down, forward fold. And step leg by leg back to the plank. Keep the plank, spread your fingers, press palms to the ground, and lift yourself up. Few more breaths. And lift your hips up to downward facing dog. Press palms and feet to the ground, lift your hips up, straighten the spine. And bend slightly your knees, look up and step, cross your legs and just sit down. Straighten your legs. Remove your extra flesh under your hips, point your toes up, press shins to the ground, and inhale, straighten the spine, hands up. And exhale, lean forward. Don't bend your spine yet. One more time. Inhale, straighten spine. Straighten your hands. And exhale, bring your palms down to your legs. If you can reach your toes, just keep doing. Otherwise, you can keep your palms on your shins. And one more time. Inhale, straighten your spine. Exhale, press yourself closer to your knees. And keep breathing. Paschimottanasana position. It's a very good posture for your spine muscles, for your full body flexibility. When you feel you again, you straighten the spine when you inhale, and exhale, press yourself closer. Deep breath. And slowly go all the way up. Straighten your hands up. And exhale, press palms a little bit behind your hips. Bend your legs. And lift your hips up to reverse table position. And just keep breathing here. And slowly release your hips down. And just lie down slowly to your spine. Bring your heels closer to your hips so you can touch with toes your heels. And lift your hips a little bit up, interlace fingers under, and roll your shoulders under the shoulder blades. Elongate your neck so it's relaxed, and lift your hips up as much as you can to the bridge position. Relax your neck and keep breathing. And check your knees so they're not opening, they're pretty parallel to each other. One more deep breath. And slowly exhale, relax your spine. And then hug your knees, bring your knees to the chest. And roll from side to massage your lower spine. You can make little circles to one side and to another side. Then press your palms to the ground and elongate your legs up. Keep breathing. And slowly release your legs down to the mat. Bring your palms up. And inhale through your nose, full stomach. And exhale through your mouth. And one more time, inhale, full stomach. And exhale through your mouth. And relax your legs, your hands. If you have time, you can stay in a little shavasana for a little bit longer. Otherwise, just turn to the right side and go back to seated position. Close your eyes. Bring your hands in front of your heart center together. And just feel the difference before the practice and after the practice. Feel the energy from this stretching. You can make a heat with your palms. And then bring your palms to the heart. And thank you very much for your practice. I hope you will have time to practice every day, at least a little stretching. Thank you very much. Namaste. Keep watching the summit and good luck for all of you.
Today's video is how health, longevity, and concentration levels can be increased simply by understanding our own biological clock. Hello, my friends. Today's video is about how our health, energy levels, and longevity can be increased simply by understanding our own body clock.
One of the reasons people suffer from so many health problems and negative states of mind in these days is because the timing of their everyday activities like eating, sleeping, working, making stressful decisions, being intimate, is not in sync with the body's biological needs of the moment. But these problems can go away simply by learning how to operate the body's inner clock. Confucius writes, "I can only make the world better by making myself better." When we choose to live consciously with nature's primal cycles, the seasons, the rising and setting of the sun, the changing weather, and most importantly, what our body needs at different hours of the day and night. In traditional cultures, people have always understood that humans aren't so different from other living creatures, animals, insects, and plants. Animals in the wild are a good example. They have no doctors to call on when they get sick or injured. So how do they do this? Simple. By constantly adapting to nature's daily and seasonal laws. When it is dark, they sleep. When the light comes up, they awake. When spring arrives, they build nests and mate. In the summer, they eat just the right amount of food to store up energy for the colder months. In the fall, they live off their stored food. In the winter, instincts tell them to hibernate. Everything is happening within the laws of nature's schedule. By doing so, the nature rewards them with the vigor and good health to survive in the wild. Human beings, on the other hand, constantly break nature's rules, ignoring the messages of their own body by overeating, overworking, going on starvation diets, sleeping too much or too little, stressing ourselves over real and imaginary fears, or dwell on feelings of anger, resentment, keeping erratic hours, partying when we should be sleeping, eating processed foods, smoking, overusing alcohol, taking drugs, you know the list. Our job is to better connect the outer laws with the inner, and to then use this connection to establish a state of balance between body, mind, and spirit. The 24-hour biological clock is ancient yet surprisingly modern. It is a practical, simple to use, and remarkably effective guide showing you how to live each segment of your day in a way that maximizes your full physical and mental potential. But before we go on, to support this channel, please like and hit subscribe. In October 2017, three American scientists, Drs. Michael Young, Jeffrey Hall, and Michael Rosbash, shared the Nobel Prize for an astonishing discovery. They learned that the cells in our body contain a HIT2, an unknown mechanism that works in sync with the Earth's rotation that controls our 24-hour cycles of sleeping, waking, digestion, elimination, and most other primary functions that keep us alive and thriving. The three scientists discovered that the mechanism inside each cell of any living organism is a detailed and natural timing device. These cellular mechanisms are found in every organ, fluid, tissue of the body, and all of them are self-sustaining and are present in every living creature on Earth, including, of course, human beings. This discovery allowed the scientists to peek into our biological clock by giving details on how plants, animals, and humans adapt to their biological rhythms, which are aligned with Earth's rotation. It's been noted that light and dark influences our mental functioning and physical well-being. In the West, the first written observation of diurnality, the tendency of living things to become active in sunlight and inactive in darkness, dates back to the 4th century BC, when Androsthenes, a Greek sailor in the fleet of Alexander the Great, observed that the rustling of the leaves on the tamarind tree makes completely different movements during the sunlight hours than during the night. An 18th century French scientist recognized that the natural world, the biological behavior in organism, is triggered by outside influences. In the second part of the 20th century, scientists compared their researches which showed that the changes of the cellular clocks of every living creature can be tracked, mapped, and analyzed, just like a 24-hour chemical messenger service. These clocks tell the body when it is the best time of the day or night to eat, sleep, work, and play. Scientists refer to this messenger service as circadian rhythms. Circadian rhythms are the product of a 24-hour internal clock that is running in the background of our brain and that cycles between sleepiness and alertness at regular intervals, also known as your sleep-wake cycle. This clock is governed by signals from the environment such as darkness, sunlight, heat, cold, moisture, time of day, and time of month. Based on planetary rotation, circadian rhythms determine the time when you should be sleeping and the times when you are the most awake. It reveals when your mental acuity is at its sharpest or dullest, when your emotions are up or down, when your appetite is strongest or weakest, which days of each month are the best or the worst for specific mental, physical, or emotional activities. Living in balance with our circadian rhythms is essential for maintaining good health. In Western science, the discovery of circadian rhythms did much to explain the mechanisms of human behavior, and a good deal of exciting research work is currently being done with this information in the field of medicine, psychology, athletics, workplace studies, and many others. In the same time, the cycles of mental and physical behavior identified by Western science are a recent discovery. Yet, in the traditional Oriental mind, there is nothing new about the idea that the rhythms of night and day applies a powerful influence on our body and mind. If you consult a 2,000-year-old Chinese manual, the Yellow Emperor's Classics on Internal Medicine, the first book ever written on medicine and still considered the fundamental guide to its principles described in detail, how important it is for humans to live in harmony with the 4 seasons, the phases of the moon, the 24-hour rotation, and especially the hours of the day. Based on the Yellow Emperor's observations, scientists in the Oriental East have spent centuries developing their own representation of the body clock, more detailed. Oriental Asian doctors have found that the best way to represent the body clock as a clock, complete with clock face, time zone, and numbers, divided into 12 2-hour sectors, and each of these sectors is associated with a particular organ and its meridian in the body. As the qi circulates through the body's energy channel network on a daily basis, each organ experiences a 2-hour period of maximum and minimum energy. A 24-hour movement between stamina and fatigue, meaning there is a best and worst time of a day in everything. Both Eastern and Western models of the body clock operate on a 24-hour schedule and are coordinated to different body functions, but when we take a closer look, we will see that the Oriental version is based on a completely different set of medical principles and philosophical views of life than the Western model. So let's have a look. The Chinese and Western medicine define the concept of organ in significantly different ways. Western science, the lungs or liver or heart, is a bundle of cellular tissue that performs physiological tasks. Exclusive to that organ itself, the lungs control respiration, the liver detoxifies the blood and adjusts metabolism, the heart pumps blood and oversees circulation. In traditional Chinese medicine, on the other hand, an organ is considered as biofield of organized energy that radiates life force, qi, out in several different directions through the body. Its impulses are traveling along that organ's specific energy pathway, called meridian. An organ in traditional Chinese medicine is more like an energy network or like a radio station than a stationary body part. It affects different areas of a person. For example, the lungs control respiration, but also plays a part in the development of the hair and skin. The kidneys expand control over the sense of hearing, the procreative organs, and the marrow. The liver is associated with the emotion of anger, women's gynecological issues, and the health of the eyes. In Chinese body clock, a 24-hour energy cycle is hardwired into our blood, bones, and organs. It starts ticking the moment we are born and continues until the hour of our death, operating regularly 24 hours a day. Therefore, a doctor of traditional Chinese medicine rarely speaks in terms of a specific organ, but about the energy channel system that is associated with that organ, such as the kidney meridian, the spleen meridian, and so on. In traditional Chinese medicine, the 12 organs of the body's natural clock perform the following functions. The gallbladder Since traditional Chinese medicine doesn't separate mind from body, the gallbladder receives bile from the liver via the bile duct, stores it, then secretes it downward where it helps digest foods, transiting it through duodenum. At the same time, it also oversees a man or woman's emotional stability, courage, and ability to make decisions. Individuals with a strong gallbladder qi are confident, fearless, with penetrating judgment, who suffer from various phobias and fears, lack assertiveness, or are unable to think through problems and resolve them in a timely way, may suffer from some variety of gallbladder weakness. Finally, the gallbladder supports the tendons and ligaments as well, functioning physical movement on a 24-hour clock. The gallbladder is paired with its digestive partner, the liver, and is opposite the heart, making these opposite hours the weakest time of day for activities involving the heart. Liver. The liver stores and detoxifies blood, aids digestion, and helps regulate the volume of blood in circulation at any given time. It also controls the flow of qi through all the body, as well as nourishes the tendons, ligaments, eyes, finger, and toenails. Psychologically, it is all about balance. An individual with a healthy liver is flexible, composed and controlled. A weak or sick liver often produces irritability, rigidity, depression, and sudden nasty temper flare-ups. People who suffer from liver problems would find themselves waking up between 1 and 3 a.m. On the 24-hour clock, the liver is paired with the digestive partner, the gallbladder, and its opposite, the small intestine, making these opposite hours the weakest time of the day for activities involving the small intestine. Lungs. In Western terms, the lungs play a central role in building immunity to bacterial and viral diseases. The lungs control normal respiration along with the inhalation and circulation of qi, distributing this precious life substance through every cell in the body. In traditional Chinese medicine, the lungs also oversee the health of the skin, hair, and sweat glands, protecting our outer body from invading pathogens such as excessive cold, heat, dampness, and wind. From psychological perspective, the lungs are related to excessive grief and sadness. People suffering from depression and chronic sense of guilt are often short of breath. The lungs are also responsible for our social connections with others. Strong lungs produce self-belief and resolve, making us feel equal to others and helping us build a solid relationship with friends and associates. Weak lungs generate feelings of alienation and sense of disconnection from the daily flow of life. Finally, since lung energy peaks during the early morning hours of 3 and 5 a.m. when there is lots of fresh morning qi in the air. Meditators and qigong practitioners are often busy with their practice during this time. The lungs are paired with the colon and are opposite the bladder, making these opposite hours the weakest time of the day for activities involving the bladder. The colon or large intestines. The large intestine receives digested food residues from the stomach and small intestine, extracting water and whatever nourishment remain, then extracting the remainder. The large intestine is connected to the emotions of sadness, mental stagnation, grief, and an inability to tap into life's excitement and pleasures. Please note that when we wake in the early morning, we often feel the urge to go to the toilet. This is no coincidence, as qi energy peaks in the hours of the large intestine from 5 till 7 a.m., making this the best time of the day to have a full, satisfying bowel movement. On the 24-hour clock, the large intestine is paired with the lungs and is opposite the kidneys, making these opposite hours the weakest time of the day for activities involving the kidneys. The stomach. In traditional Chinese medicine, the stomach not only receives and processes food, but also extracts qi from what we eat, then transfers it onto the spleen where it is further refined. In general, the stomach moves nutrients, waste, and qi downward for processing in the intestines. But if a person is poisoned or suffers from stomach flu, the qi energy moves upward rather than down, causing vomiting, burping, and hiccups. In psychological sense, strong stomach energy is associated with confidence and security. People with weak stomachs often indulge in needless worry, tension, anxiety, and thoughtfulness, all of which harm the stomach and the digestion. On the 24-hour clock, the stomach is paired with the spleen and is opposite to pericardium, making these opposite hours the weakest time of the day for activities involving the pericardium. The spleen. The spleen filters the blood, removes damaged red cells, and constantly produces new white blood cells. According to traditional Chinese medicine, it also plays a major role in digestion, extracting nutrients from food and fluids. The spleen also transports blood and qi through the trunk and limbs, ensuring that the muscles and lips are strong and tight. Flabby skin and flaccid muscles can indicate a spleen deficiency, causing poor appetite, bloating, low energy, memory issues, and weight loss. Just as stomach energy moves downward, spleen energy floats up to the lungs, throat, and mouth. If the spleen is functioning properly upward, resulting mental clarity, good concentration, and lightness of being, especially in the morning hours between 9 and 11 a.m., when spleen qi is strongest. Fuzzy thought, confusion, and an inability to focus and pay attention can all be signs of a compromised spleen. Too much thinking, concentrating intensely for long periods of time, and hard mental work can likewise damage the spleen. On the 24-hour clock, the spleen is paired with the stomach and is opposite the triple burner, making these opposite hours the weakest time of the day for activities involving the triple burner. The heart, the king of organs. The heart pumps and circulates blood and oversees the blood vessels. According to traditional Chinese medicine, the heart is also stores the soul or spirit known as Shen. The Shen is 5 separate forms of consciousness in one: Yi, awareness; Zhi, will; Shen, or ordinary feelings and emotions; Po, personality and ego; and Han, the immortal spirit that continues to exist after death. The heart is connected to the tongue and to words. People who speak too fast, too slow, too seldom, or too much may have unbalanced heart qi. When a heart is strong, a person tends to communicate and relate well with others. Emotionally speaking, joy is the emotion that rules the heart. There is, however, a good form of joy and a bad. The first is normal joy and delight. The latter is a kind of manic, overexcited giggling glee that one finds in anxious, highly nervous people and in the mentally unstable. People with heart conditions should be especially careful of overeating, becoming too angry or excited at these hours, as the heart energy is at its maximum now, so pushing it with extra stress can cause heart strain or worse. On the 24-hour clock, the heart is paired with the small intestine and is opposite the gallbladder, making these opposite hours the weakest time of the day for activities involving the gallbladder. The small intestine. The small intestine receives partly digested food from stomach and continues to break it down into nutrients and wastes. It sends the qi extracted from the food to the spleen for further digestion and forwards the stagnant waste downwards to the colon for further processing and elimination. In the bio clock, the hours of 1 and 3 p.m. are the best time to eat lunch, as the qi energy is strongest in the small intestine at this time and digestion is working at fullest. If there are foods that you especially enjoy eating but are difficult to digest, this is the time of the day to eat them. On a 24-hour clock, the small intestine is paired with the heart and is opposite the liver, making these opposite hours the weakest time of the day for activities involving the liver. The bladder. The bladder's job in traditional Chinese medicine is to receive liquid wastes from the kidneys, which in turn receives them from the lungs and other organs of digestion. In cooperation with the kidneys, the bladder then empties these wastes through urination. People often notice that their need to urinate increases at the late afternoon along with their thirst, a sign that the bladder is especially active at this time. This is a good time to drink lots of water, as it will be distributed through all the cells of the body with maximum efficiency during these hours. Interestingly, the bladder meridian runs all the way down either side of the spine, and each point of this meridian is associated with one of the major organs. This is one of the reasons why a back rub feels so good. Pressure applied to the spinal area stimulates the points, which in turn stimulates the organs. On the 24-hour clock, the bladder is paired with the kidneys and is opposite the lungs, making these opposite hours the weakest time of the day for activities involving the lungs. In traditional Chinese medicine, kidneys are responsible for a surprisingly large number of body behaviors. The kidneys produce marrow, control the brain and urinary system, oversee the health of the hair, bones, and sense of hearing, maintain fluid balance, govern sperm production, reproduction, and the organs of sex, monitor short and long-term vitality levels, and the will. People with weak kidneys tend to feel especially fatigued in the late afternoon and early evening because it is the time of the kidneys. If they suffer from any form of nervous disorder, they may feel especially anxious or uneasy at this time, as the kidneys are associated with the emotion of fear. Those with strong kidneys, especially young people, feel particularly full of energy at this time of the day. For all these reasons, the kidneys are referred to as the root of life. And indeed, the life force itself, known as Jing in Chinese, is stored in the kidneys. Too many careless or self-destructive living habits practiced over the years, especially substance abuse, can damage this precious organ and the Jing along with it, shortening a person's lifespan in the process. On the 24-hour clock, the kidneys are paired with the bladder and are opposite the large intestine, making this opposite time of the day the weakest time of the day for activities involving the large intestine. The pericardium. The pericardium is a double-walled sac surrounding the heart. Its primary function is to serve and defense for the heart, protecting this vital organ against possible injuries as well as wind, cold, heat, and dampness. Closely associated with the heart, the pericardium oversees the flow of arterial and venous blood. It also oversees sexual secretions of different kinds, also referred in traditional Chinese medicine as the circulation or sex organ. It is therefore no accident that the pericardium governs heart-associated emotions such as passion, attraction, love, joy, grief, and sadness. In a person with healthy heart and pericardium energy, personal affection flows freely, which is one reason why the early hours of the evening are a favorite time for romance and intimate activities. Weak pericardium energy generates conditions as sadness, heartbreak, hypersexuality, and frigidity. On a 24-hour clock, the pericardium is paired with the triple burner and is opposite the stomach, making this opposite time of the day the weakest time of day for activities involving the stomach. The triple burner. The triple burner, also known as triple warmer and sun jiao, is not an actual physical organ, but a water-regulating mechanism located in the three of the body parts: the upper part, the lungs, head, and the heart, The middle part, stomach and spleen, and the lower part, the abdomen, includes the kidneys and liver, all of which play a role in managing the balance and flow of the body fluids. In practice, the triple burner is a channel that energetically connects the above-mentioned organs and ensure a harmonious flow of the fluids. These fluids include the vaporized organ of the lungs, the digestive process in the center, and waste products at the bottom burner. The triple burner also plays a part in maintaining an optimal body temperature and in moving qi. During the triple burner hours, between 9 and 11 p.m., people often notice that their stomach is a bit overactive, making strange gurgling noises. Apart from food, the triple burner is also moving the fluids. On a 24-hour clock, the triple burner is paired with the pericardium and is opposite the spleen, making this opposite time of the day the weakest time of the day for activities involving the spleen. Is a multi-leveled wellness device that oversees every aspect of our lives. By living in harmony with the cycles of night and day, with the 24-hour flow of energy through our meridians, we align ourselves with our environment and with the energy rhythm that nature programmed into us from the day we were born. In the process, we realize that the body clock is a sophisticated and even magical life organizer that gives us far more control over almost every aspect of our thinking, feeling, health, and social well-being than we ever imagined possible. I hope you enjoyed this summary on a body clock. I know it was a lot to take in. It was very informative, but I truly hope you will find it very useful and will be able to integrate it in your life. See you in my next video. Bye. Hello everyone, my name is Maria Abramjan and I'm a Reiki practitioner of both Western and Eastern styles. My main focus always has been to help people find balance. I've been thinking a lot how to do this introductional speech and how to raise your attention for what I'm going to present you with. So I would start simply saying a few words that the year 2020 was the most challenging year I ever faced with. A couple of years ago, I switched career. I quit my job. I quit my full-time job at a huge company. And with shaky hands, I started my own company called Brighton Up with Reiki. And it's been challenging, but it wasn't as tough as it was now in the year of 2020. Because of the coronavirus, my business became compromised. And I could have chosen to be completely go under myself and look for some kind of a job where I try to survive and make my living, or I can carry on with my business, creating a new platform. And I did the latter. I believe that self-empowerment, not only women's empowerment, but self-empowerment is extremely important. And when you have so many tasks in your life, you don't even know where to focus at. And the only thing that kept me going and sane was the body clock. Keeping simple rules of what time of the day is the best for what activity made so much sense. It was much easier for me to create a calendar on a daily basis and dedicate where I should invest most of my energy doing certain things. That's why I am sharing the body clock video with you, because I believe that everybody must know more about their own bodies. They should find the balance between body and mind, because body and mind is all we have. And this is the only thing that we can empower. And if we can do that, we can help to empower anybody else around us. I hope you will enjoy this video, and yeah, you shall see. Thank you. Bye.
It began with a bold vision to build KL Metropolis, a development that would establish a new international trade and exhibition district in Malaysia, built in partnership with the government by NAZA Group's property arm, NAZA TTDI. The crown jewel of this grand vision is the Malaysia International Trade and Exhibition Centre, the preferred international destination for exhibitions and events. Like the fine gold and silver threads of the Songket weave that inspired its facade design, MyTech is the embodiment of refined craftsmanship, creativity and precision. As Malaysia's largest exhibition centre, MyTech's functional spaces are unprecedented. Primed for exceptional displays, surrounded by state-of-the-art facilities and amenities. This iconic structure affirms a commitment to innovative excellence. It is a showpiece of engineering ingenuity. An enduring icon built for a new Malaysian era of success.
Growing up in South Africa during the 1970s and 1980s was tough. We were forced to endure the pain of apartheid, but instead of breaking me, I think the situation helped make me. I was blessed with a loving, supportive and kind family. My parents instilled good values in me as a youngster, and that helped mold the adult that I have become. I think spending the last 30 years in the broadcasting industry has been truly remarkable for me. Watching my home country, South Africa, transition to democracy, interviewing a clinical sociologist on my talk show, that was back in 1996, and then marrying her 178 days later was indeed life-changing. Speaking to icons like former President Nelson Mandela, Archbishop Desmond Tutu, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, all of those things during the course of my career helped shape the man that I am today. So with the benefit of hindsight, the three things that helped me find my empowered voice, my originality and my uniqueness, I would say, one, and this is in no particular order, the values instilled in me by my parents. Two, my intention to be authentic, always being honest, and to respect others, especially those who may not always agree with my opinion. And then three, the desire to be good and to do good. The 14th of May, 2019, my beautiful, intelligent, inspiring wife, Maria Abramjan, was diagnosed with breast cancer. And I was devastated, frightened, and concerned. No one can accurately describe the feelings and emotions that you go through, and I could only imagine what Mariam was thinking at the time. I made a conscious decision to be strong and courageous, and to be honest, not to let my fears confuse my thought process at the time. Working at the Durban University of Technology during the day and then hosting my talk show on Lotus FM, which is part of the South African Broadcasting Corporation, the SABC. I used to do my talk show at night. My work days were occupied, and I'd only get home after 9 o'clock at night, 4 nights a week. So whilst juggling these two demanding positions, I'd managed to make it work for a number of years. However, Mariam's diagnosis had changed everything for me. I decided that I have to dedicate more time, not just to be with Mariam, but towards my family. I'd missed far too many school events, speech nights, awards presentations, school plays, choir shows, all because I was on radio, when really, being a family man at heart, I wanted to make my heart happy, and that was to be with my wife and my son. So after 30 years of radio, I made the big decision in March this year to formally retire from South African radio, and I left Lotus FM as I wanted to spend more time with Mariam. Last year was a wake-up call to me, and I said, as opposed to investing my time and energy in radio, I should invest my time and energy into the most important part of my life, and that is my wife and my children. Well, I'd probably say stay 18 so you avoid paying tax and you can have fun and do all the great things in life. But as you know, life doesn't work out like that, and each year comes an extra candle on the birthday cake. So if I had to go back and chat to my 18-year-old self, I would probably tell him, firstly, it's important to always stick to your principles, especially when you are challenged. Secondly, it's okay to make mistakes, provided you learn from them. And third, and I think most importantly, would be exercise, eat well, take care of your body, and follow a low-carb eating plan. Yes, I am. This is my empowered voice.
I think it was more like all of them were stemmed from one reason, and the fact that I lived away from my parents for almost 10 years now, since I was in high school, and I came to a new country. You know, when you go to a new country, you have new experiences, new challenges, the things that you never even imagined existed, all the responsibilities and everything else. And throughout living, you know, independently from my parents for so long, and going through all those challenges, then I got to know certain things that I had no idea beforehand. And I'm pretty sure I wouldn't know either if I wasn't, you know, away from my parents. That I think everything else, like whether we call it like certain thoughts that I have now, certain opinions, I think most of them are stemmed from that one reason. I remember I was studying for my diploma a couple of years ago, and I was seeing all my seniors or friends, you know, graduating and not finding the career they loved, and all like kind of begging for the companies for a job that wasn't even their dream job. In some cases, they had to go for so many interviews, apply for so many positions online, and at the end just get something just for the sake of getting a job without actually really dreaming about it. And when I saw that, and I realized that some of them do actually get good grades, they're really brilliant minds, some of them, and they still go through this, I realized that nowadays, you know, graduates are not differentiated by their grades or by, for example, what subjects they take, you know, things like that. And I thankfully to the people around me, my mentors, and all the, you know, my network basically, I got to notice that maybe instead of trying so hard just to get a good CGPA, why not I invest in myself, I invest in my soft skills, I get more experience, more you know, explore more areas. What is it like to work? What is it like to do internship? What is it like to do all these voluntary activities? And I went through all those things to ensure that when I graduate, I am not just a graduate. I am a future-ready, career-ready person who is ready to solve problems, to enhance the life of others through the project and whatever that I'm gonna work on. So I think that was a good start, and as a result of that mindset of I don't want to be, you know, a jobless graduate for 1 year, it all started from there. Then I tried to do more and more and more. And even though I'm still a student right now, but I do have professional experiences, and I kind of like mentor other students. So all of this is somehow stemmed from that first one. There is this thing, I'm not sure if you've heard it, hashtag do Alish. For those who don't know this, Alish stands for appreciate, learn, interact, smile, hustle. So hashtag do Alish means hashtag do all of these. And I truly believe in this because I briefly mentioned all of why I think all these 5 things are important. Appreciate is the fact that you should appreciate the people around you and all those things that they have done for you, because as Arnold Schwarzenegger says, none of us are self-made men. Whatever we are now is definitely with the support and help of some other people. Learn is I think this is cliche. We all know never stop learning. We're always students, and no matter you're in university, school, or even outside, you're working, whatsoever, learning is always there and should be ongoing. Interact, the I. Interact is, okay, sometimes you know something, interact with others, share it with them. At the same time, you can gain something from them. As a result of the interaction, learning could also happen. And it can also expand your network, which could result in more opportunities later on, more businesses, and etc. Then it comes to S for smile. This is not an easy journey. It's gonna be so many there's gonna be so many ups and downs. There's gonna be a lot of down moments where you feel like, oh my god, why me, why now, why, like, always such a challenging times for me. In those moments, it is very important to remember that no matter what, the challenges will always be there. Like, no one lives a challenge-free life. No one, even Bill Gates. It is just that it is in a different form, different shape, maybe different size. The challenges he is facing is definitely something that we can't even dream of, right? But the fact is, we all have our challenges, and it is important to know to smile and go through it with a peace of mind. Then it comes to H for hustle. Hustle is like, do it. I mean, a lot of people tell you, don't do this, don't do that. It's not gonna worth it. It's not gonna succeed. It's not gonna be this. It's gonna be like that. Just ignore them. While there are people around us who support us, there are so many naysayers. Either intentionally or unintentionally, there are people like that. There are people who would always try to put you down or prevent you from moving forward. To these people, just in, out, and just do whatever you're supposed to do. When you really want to hustle, you wouldn't wait for other people's acknowledgments, or you wouldn't wait for things to get easier to do it, things like that. You want to do it, it's difficult, it's challenging, and in fact, that's why you're doing it, because if it was easy, anyone would do it, right? So that, remember, do Alish. Appreciate, learn, interact, smile, hustle. Hell yeah! This is my empowered voice.
It began with a bold vision to build KL Metropolis, a development that would establish a new international trade and exhibition district in Malaysia, built in partnership with the government by NAZA Group's property arm, NAZA TTDI. The crown jewel of this grand vision is the Malaysia International Trade and Exhibition Centre, the preferred international destination for exhibitions and events. Like the fine gold and silver threads of the Songket weave that inspired its facade design, MyTech is the embodiment of refined craftsmanship, creativity and precision. As Malaysia's largest exhibition centre, MyTech's functional spaces are unprecedented. Primed for exceptional displays, surrounded by state-of-the-art facilities and amenities. This iconic structure affirms a commitment to innovative excellence. It is a showpiece of engineering ingenuity. An enduring icon built for a new Malaysian era of success.
The world is a forest in which all lose their way. Through different paths we go astray. Walking our way against the stream of life, stumbling upon unexpected shards of struggle. Our future may seem carved in stone, but our heart knows the truth. They say the best way to see life is through the eyes of a child. How can I understand you if I've not gone through the life you have lived? Can you understand me if you have not visited my world? One should be acknowledged by their determination, not by the color of their skin. Do not compare yourself with others. Compare yourself with who you were before. When I falter, I should hope that a helping hand will lift me up. For some people, acceptance is not a given. Their freedom of choice is denied. Yet, like millions of butterflies swarming the lake, their lives matter too.
Hi, Patricia. Can you hear me?
Hear the
Loud and
feeling
clear.
We are back.
even when it's unspoken.
Oh, good.
Is it?
One
Is it
can
too
get
loud or it's
trapped
fine?
in a box
No, I think
that's
it's
too
okay.
small to breathe in.
Okay, great.
I shall overcome and rise. When I'm done wiping off my tears, I shall give myself permission to laugh. I will flow into a whole new way of being in the world, empowered and healed. We are different. We are diverse. It's time to think about empowerment differently. The power of moving forward is fueled by colorful connections. From now on, the future will be written by all of us. But now, with my empowered voice.
All
Hi,
right.
Patricia. Good morning.
Yes. Are we on live now?
Yes, we are. Hi, everyone.
We are. Hello. Hi, viewers out there. If you guys are there, say hello to us. Tell us where you are from now.
Yes,
Yes.
please comment. Please write it in the comments where you are listening to us now. Just write the city or the country, and let us start the morning. Hope you enjoyed the yoga session and the body clock session. And this is here now with Patricia. Patricia is an amazing Toastmaster, and she joined us to the summit with other Toastmasters to lighten up the day.
Thank you so much, Andrea, for having us. You are simply amazing to start myself on this great journey of empowerment. I've been on this journey for some while, but definitely you allow me the chance to redefine again what empowerment is all about. Yeah.
How are you, Patricia, by the way? How was your week, or how are your days?
Well, my day so far has been really exciting. I'm really looking forward to this session, in fact. And coming back from an investment background, I already felt my ROI is growing exponentially. I'm not at the office, but yes, I'm in the investment industry, so I help people to make money. Yes. So how have you been, Andrea? Yes.
It was really the last part. The last week, I think it was the hardest part, because it was everything coming together, running everywhere, and everyone knows I already told in the videos that it's a one-woman show. So I have a little team who is helping me with the marketing, and I have a few people helping with the project background, but I don't really have a huge company behind me or anyone supporting me. So I am behind the broadcasts, and I am doing all the things that you see, gathering the experts and everything. So that was the hardest part, just to, cool down a little bit and focus on the live shows now, because I was all the way in this thinking about what I have to do next and how to go on next with another thing. And yeah, that was the hardest part. Now I'm okay. I slept well today.
I can see that. I can see that, like, you are really ready to go for another great day. Today is the second day of the summit, right, Andrea?
Yes, exactly. Yesterday we were running some tests, so we didn't really
Right,
had some experts. We had two sessions which were very nice, a camera session,
right.
and we also had another one which was already warm up for the summit.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I love the interview that, was it Vayar did for you? I went through the entire interview, and it's really amazing to see how you actually have. I see you have a big dream, a big vision, and
Yes,
it's now
exactly. So I
manifesting your
think,
vision. Yeah.
yeah, it's not ending at the summit. So
Hi.
what we would like to do with this,
Oh, yeah.
we just opening
Yes.
the door, and then after, when we are doing this summit, we show all the colors
Yes.
of empowerment. We would like to change the narratives, and when we do so, then we would like to
Yes.
start empowerment chapters for the people, where we can help people to grow.
So this is just a starting point, right? The tip of the iceberg that we are actually experiencing. Oh my,
Exactly.
this is really mind blowing. And I'm so happy to see, having that resilience, right? I guess resilience is going to be one of the topic that we're going to touch on later, and how this
Yes,
is going to bring
exactly.
us to the next level. Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
we
today
will be
I
with
see.
Patricia Morgan from 9:30 Malaysian time. So she
Right.
is coming from Canada, Alberta, right away live, and she has to. For her it's Thursday evening, so it's very interesting, and she will have a nice session with us about resilience. She's an amazing, energetic lady.
Patricia Morgan.
Yes.
And I'm Patricia Yap. And by the way, I
Yes,
live in
very
Canada.
similar.
I too live in Canada for many years.
Maybe you
This
found a
is,
soulmate.
yeah, I know this is super amazing because I love the fact that we are all your experts. You managed to invite them from all over the world, right? At least from 30 countries,
Yes, we
from
have
different
around 50
backgrounds.
Malaysian experts because Malaysia,
Yes,
of course, is here, but all the other
yes.
experts, they are from all over the world, from New Zealand to Jamaica to Canada to Europe to, yeah, from all over the world, California.
This is simply amazing. Yes. Now I was looking at the program, right, and I realized today, Friday, is really jam packed. It's really TGIF to me. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So here I would like to say a few things, how to join in and how to watch the summit, because I got a lot of
Yes.
times these questions. So when you are on the website, whatwomenwantworkshops.com, you can directly go on the day, you choose day 2, and on the day 2, you just have to find the program, like this is the morning show, and after this we will have the resilience, and you click always on the program, and it will take you to the live feed. And if you would like, yes, exactly like that. So it will take you to the live feed, and then after you can also watch it from there. Or when you received an email, then in the email you can also click directly to the seminars, and it will take you to the Facebook live feed. And if you are from other time zones, don't worry. You can see everything on my YouTube channel, and you can also see it on the website, and you can watch it from everywhere on your own rhythm, and keep engaging with us on the comments because we will come back to you. Thank you, Patricia,
Yeah,
for
definitely.
showing.
Please comment. We'd love to hear from you. Not at all. I was super excited when I clicked this. It's like, hey, this is so easy. Really, just a click away. Just click it, right? Thank you so much,
Exactly, from
Andrea,
the
for this
email,
fabulous platform.
yes.
Yeah, this is amazing platform. How did you, what was your learning like? I mean, I'm curious. That's why I want to take this opportunity to ask. How did you manage to sort of manifest the entire mega project? I call it within such a short span of time. Yeah.
I'm very curious person, so I'm always checking for new things. And when I go into new things, I like to explore them. And when I explore them, I learn them. So I don't really question myself. As you see, this is the first time ever I'm using StreamYard. I started to use it 1 week ago, and now I am doing the broadcast behind all the seminars. So learning is unlimited if you set your mindset to be unlimited. If you don't limit the way how you think about yourself and what you can do, then everything is possible. So you can learn everything. We are capable for that. It's just that people are afraid to start a new thing, and then they are like, oh, I will not do it. I know already how to do a website. I was saying, yeah, maybe I can do a basic digital media agency because I know how to post, I know how to create things, websites, because of these things, what I learned in the last 3 months. But yeah, this is just, you have to push the button and start and jump, and then you will be okay.
Yeah, I love this mindset. I really, like resonate with you because I have been on this journey as well, being out of my comfort zone. So I also receive a lot of questions from some of the viewers. They find it really hard to be out of the comfort zone. And Andrea, you came from Hungary, and the fact that you're in KL and now you're starting your own amazing life-changing business. How do you actually manage to push yourself out of comfort zone and then be comfortable, by being uncomfortable? Yes.
Yes, these pivots are very, very important, the comfort zone and the changing, and it's not coming easy to everyone. So you have to see that even me, right? When I arrived to KL, I had to leave my family behind, my culture behind. It's 9,000 kilometers away from my home. So when I arrived here, I faced a lot of difficulties, and I was down and I was depressed for a while. But my ability to jump out of it and not stay there for a long time, that's what is saving me, and that is what was helpful for me, because after a week I was like, what, you will cry for a lifetime? You cannot, right? After a week you have to realize it's okay to mourn a little bit because you lost your friends. I was not independent anymore when I came here because I gave up my job.
So it was okay. But after a week, I was like, okay, let's do something with it. And
Enough is
slowly,
enough.
I had to change and adapt and create my own circle. And this momentum is the same, like, this 5-second rule, that you just
Ah,
count 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you do it,
yes.
because otherwise you will never do it. So you have to switch. You have to push yourself to switch.
That is so true. Having this mindset, right? This adaptability mindset as well. Yeah. What is the biggest value that you truly feel we should all embrace in order for us to keep growing? Like what you have, experienced so far in your
I
growth
believe
journey?
curiosity, stay curious.
Curiosity?
Yes, and flow. I think the flow also, because a lot of people are very rigid with the rules and
Yeah.
very, not improvisative. So for me, being curious and being improvisative helps me in many, many situations. If you see this summit, it was originally it was on another platform. It didn't work, so I changed. It was originally for less people, but it became more. It was okay.
Yeah.
So all these things are changing slowly, and then you just have to improvise in the moment, and don't be sad about that. You have to improvise, because the new version, the adapted version, even if I got a lot of help on the way by organizing the summit. So I always listen to the people. I didn't take it as a criticism. I built it into the summit. So what you see here is also by the people, because everyone who gave me comments, I included it in this improvisatively. Yes. So those
This
two
is
things,
really,
improvising
yeah,
and
super
curiosity.
amazing. Andrea, I am really impressed by your leadership. Now, I want to talk about your leadership quality now. This is amazing because you are definitely a foreigner and you are able to attract so many people of different nationalities, different backgrounds, different diversity. I see beauty in diversity, as Maya Angelou always mentioned. So perhaps you can share some of your aspects of your leadership journey. How do you actually found that sweet spot in yourself and then keep growing and then you become a blessing to all of us?
Yeah, so to lose labels, you have to lose your own judgment and own labels, right? That means that I am open to everyone. I don't see colors. I don't see races. I don't see culture different. I see different cultures, but I don't see the differences in humanity. I see a person in front of me, and I see what is the person good at, and how I can help them to make the things easier. So when I concentrate on, there is a person, this is him or her, this is his or her perspective. I watch him or her from that perspective, right? From his, not from mine, because I'm different. And after, when I'm already living that perspective, then I can help them. And I don't help them by solving their problems. I'm trying to help them to solve their own problems, to to actually encourage their problem solving capabilities, because then they will be able also alone to solve their own problems.
Yeah. So in other way, you're not giving fish to them. You're actually teaching them how to fish themselves so that they can be self-sustainable. They can really grow to be a better version of themselves. That
Exactly.
is brilliant. Yes. Now, I was just looking at some of the exciting programs when I actually do a rough count. There are so many exciting programs that's on today. I mean, the entire day. What are some of the programs you would like to highlight to us, Andrea?
Definitely, I would highlight the next one from 9:30 with Patricia, because she prepared an amazing presentation for us, and she will go through from her perspective how resilience works through generations, which is very amazing perspective, I think. And we will have a lot of sessions. We go for the youth also later with sustainability,
Yes.
and we will have a fun session with the Vice Kids. I really advise you to check that if you want to have a positive day. And later on, we have many, many more programs during the day. What is your favorite, Patricia?
I definitely am in for the intergenerational resilience. I like to really find out what's in it for me because resilient to a lot of people is really a really nice word. but to really practice it and to really live this word, I feel is a challenge by itself. What do you think, Andrea?
Yes, it's a challenge, and you always have to work on it. But I just listened to another, there's another Andrea as an expert on the group, Andrea
Ah,
and she had a session yesterday about resilience, and she mentioned something like resilience is something that you can learn. It's not a capability. It's not that you have it or you don't. Resilience is something that you are the one who can build it. So in every situation, you will be
ah,
stronger and stronger. If I don't move to Asia, right, I am not as strong as today. But because I moved to Asia and I lived here for 4 years and I changed things in my life, I became stronger. So now when I'm standing in front of people or I'm talking in front of this camera, I am just myself and I'm not shattering because I went through a lot of things. So I know that the best is just to come and the worst is already gone. So it's like life is a constant change. You cannot really stuck in your life in between the walls. You have to open the horizon.
absolutely. This is really resilience. I really see you as a marathon runner, seriously, and you are able to regain your momentum. Yeah, Andrea, perhaps you can share with some of our viewers here, how do you gain that momentum to get back on track away when you feel like, oh, this is so tough. I feel like taking a rest, taking a break, and how do you sort of,
Yeah, I
strategize
know.
yourself and tune your mindset in such a way that hey, let's pick up let's move on again. Yeah.
Yeah, this was exactly yesterday evening because I didn't sleep on Wednesday. I didn't go to sleep because
Yeah.
when you are doing all these things, it's not even because I couldn't sleep, but I had so many things to finish before the first day that I just couldn't go to sleep. So I was sitting at this computer for I think 24 hours from Wednesday morning very early, and I was thinking like, oh, I just want to sleep. I just want to go away. I just want to have, a little bit of something. But then I was like, no, there's a reason why I'm doing it. There are a lot of people that I can help if the message gets to them, right? So this is my vision in life is that you have to have your profession, right? Because that will make you feel professionally good and you will be fulfilled on that part. And you have to have your passion because if I'm a dancer, so I have to have this passion to refill me with energy and give me another way of seeing life. And I have to have my mission, which is helping other people. And that's why I'm doing this summit. And these three things, every time when I'm stumbling or I'm at the point when I want to give up, I go back to these three things. If I'm doing it for that, right, then I will be always to stand up and I will be always able to, okay, I don't sleep tonight, but I sleep tomorrow.
This is amazing. Andrea, you remind me of Simon Sinek. Simon Sinek, one of the leadership gurus, he used to say, you have to know your why. And for me, you really know your why. Your why
Exactly. You
is
have to see
really,
that why you
yes,
do that. So being
yes.
kind to the people doesn't cost much for you. So I believe that if you are kind from the heart and you still keep yourself to your purpose, it's helping you and others more than if you are not if you don't have this kind of mindset to help others. So it will always move you forward. That's the feminine energies, basically. That's why we were talking about changing the narratives of empowerment, because if
Right.
men also embrace this energy and they use it sometimes, then the world would be a
Yes.
better place. And now we see with the women presidents, it's not because they are women, right? It's because the feminine energy and the caring energy is stronger. So they care about the aspects and about the next thing, what happens after, right? Their decision.
Mhm.
So it's really, really interesting. I think we will go through this in the summit many times. We will have a lot of live shows. You just have to stick to your
I
computer,
know, yeah.
and all the people will talk to
Yes,
you live about all these problems.
definitely stay with us for the next few days if you can. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There are so many exciting programs lining up for us. Now, one thing that I really I have to ask Andrea. Andrea, I would like to find out what sort of, I know you're a very healthy person. Can you share a little bit of your healthy lifestyle, how you keep yourself motivated, how you focus yourself on that area so that you have this energy, right, all the time? Yes.
Exactly. So it's very important. I will tell you everything because I'm always honest with the people. So I will tell you what can you do and what can happen to you, what happened to me too. So basically, originally when I'm eating or when I'm taking care of my body, I'm moving a lot. I really take care of my body, and I'm going to the gym. I'm also doing dancing, and I'm doing a lot of things to keep it fit because body is your temple, and if your temple is not in order, you are not able to deliver and you are not able to fulfill your life. So that's one thing. The same with the nutrition. I try to take good food, and I try to take not so much food so that I'm still okay and not overindulging in food. But there are situations like this, and that's why I want to be totally honest, because I don't want to be the fake person who says you are always doing this and always doing that. No, there are days for me also, for example, Saturday, Sunday, I'm taking cakes, I'm taking a lot of things, and I'm indulging in things, right? Or let's say during this summit, I was working hard for 3 months in front of my computer. I will tell you, I couldn't go to the gym. I couldn't do exercises. I only could do a few stretchings. And finally, one of my strengthening classes were starting with some ladies, so I could go there. But there are minutes and times in life when you will have so many things to do that you cannot really do those things that are taking care of your body. But why I'm telling you this, if I don't take care about my body in advance, my body cannot take these 3 months. It would collapse. But because I was fit and generally I'm taking care about myself and my nutrition, I can take these 3 months. And I'm able to be here without doing, without any extra thing, or I'm still energetic. But it's only happening when you really prepare, and you really are constantly taking care of your body.
Yeah, I definitely live this part of you because I can really feel your energy oozing from the screen right now. Your positivity is simply amazing. And there's another thing that I really like about Andrea. Andrea is really authentic. She's able to share with all of us. We are never perfect in the first place. So why don't we just embrace, right? Embrace our imperfection and grow from there and work from there. Now we have a lot of listeners and viewers out there. Andrea, can you see some of the comments? I'm just checking.
Yes, I brought it up.
That's amazing.
So we have
have
Ampuzam here from the sunny Bahamas. Hi, Ampuzam. I sent you the link here for the schedule. I wanted to explain a little bit again. So you just have to go to the What We Mean One workshop website. I put the link here, and each and every session is broadcasted separately. So you have to go to the links if you are not coming from the emails on the website, and you just push the join now button, and then you can go directly to the live feed. You can even go through all the events and set a reminder, and then it will pop up on your Facebook page. So we make it very simple, I have to say to people, because I tried many platforms, many summit platforms, but at the end, everything was difficult. So now people are asking me, why is the summit for? There is no summit platform that you will go in. It's an open summit. We opened it out for the whole world. So how you can do it is to watch it via the links on Facebook or on YouTube, or you click on the links in the email. This is how you can watch it.
Yes, exactly. That's why it's called a Global Online Women Empowerment Summit. Go ahead and spread it to all your friends, right? Andrea, are they able to just come in and, in case they still want
Yes,
to invite
anyone
friends?
can come in. Anyone can come in. The registrant person, those people who are registered, they have some VIP treats. So they can enter the secret rooms from 8 o'clock every night, where we will talk about very sensible topics like the cultural differences and ageism, domestic abuse and violence, and also sexism and ageism. So this needs registrations because it's a separate safe room. And also they can enter to the networking sessions, because we will have speed business matching. So tonight at 11 p.m., if you click on the link, you will get into a platform. You will see tables in a business lounge virtually, and you can mix match with people and have one-on-one speed business matching.
Definitely, if you can. Yeah, if you can't afford the time, please save your time for all these precious opportunities, because you're going to meet people. You never know which globe, where about in the planet you're going to meet, right, Andrea?
Exactly.
Yeah. So you're going to make magic in your life. Grace, we have a comment from Jack. Andrea, you're a soft but strong person, and this leads you to be the genuine with very truthful. Keep the attitude and reach great high. Yes, thank you so much. Keep the comments coming in. We love to hear all your comments. Yes.
Yeah, Benny is here also. Benny says good morning from Malacca. Hi, Benny. Benny will be also a panelist at the diversity session. He is also a Toastmaster.
Yes, Benny is another of our panelists. Yes. And we have Gita. Yes, Gita as well. Gita, you still here? Gita is one of the speakers as well.
Yeah, Gita was watching the yoga and the body clock because she was interested in that one, because we had 2 sessions already earlier.
Yes. And Vanita? Vanita, are you
Amelia
from
is
KL?
here also. Hi, Amelia.
Hi, Amelia. This is fantastic. So after this, we will, yes. Kevin, we have Kevin as well. Emily Baum.
Vermontan is also here. So just keep it coming. Right if you are here, just write us a short message. Where are you from? And just write it in the comment field.
Yes,
so
send us greetings. Yes. Oh, we have yes, go
Before
ahead.
we end the session, I have to say again that after this session, this live feed is ending, because I'm always talking about how it will work. So this session is ending and the next session will start. So you either go to the email and check the next session, or I will always pin it on the top of the Facebook feed. So you will see it on the top of the Facebook page, the next live session. And yes, if you receive the email, you just click on the next session, and then you go on like that. So many ways: website, email, Facebook feed, YouTube channel, 4 ways to watch it. So now I will let you solve it and let you solve the problem. And if you still cannot solve it, just come back to us, and I will help you how to join it.
Definitely, and it's so nice. 4 ways to reach out to us, to listen to us, and we want to say hello to Tohui Sang all the way from Penang, and also Vimantan from KL.
Yeah,
that is so great. Okay, final word from Andrea. Yeah, Andrea, what is that message that you want to share with all our viewers at this moment, right?
So right now, I just would like to say everyone, I just would like to say hello, welcome at the summit. I'm really happy that you joined in. We had 1,200 registrations, so I hope all of those registrations will pop up here, and they will come and join and just engage with our comments. I would like you to be active, because this is the moment when you need to take the value. You need to connect with the people. If you are in, you have to be fully in, 100%. So write in the comments, ask your questions, because these experts are here only for these days, for you, and they are delivering the value for you. So just take the value. That's all. It's not on me. My work is done. Now it's on you. It's your work to take the value what we prepared. And that needs commitment from your side to show up and to be there for yourself and for others.
Thank you so much, Andrea. Thank you once again for your kind generosity to bless all of us with this wonderful global online women empowerment summit. To all our listeners and viewers out there, take as much as you can from the summit. And we believe you are going to make our community a better place just by being here, exercising what empowerment is all about. And with this, once again, thank you so much, Andrea. We can't say enough thank you to you for making this happen to everyone. Thank
Thank
you,
you very much,
Andrea.
Patricia, for being here. And I will introduce the other Patricia in a few videos. I will say you hi, and thank you very much for joining me today, and see you soon.
See you soon. Bye.
Patricia Morgan here with Solutions for Resilience, all the way from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. How exciting to join you to discuss how to build your resiliency muscle, a muscle that women internationally need to face the challenges of 2020. We will explore collecting tools from the fields of positive psychology, emotional intelligence, social intelligence, and self-care. How to take care of your mind, your body, and your emotions, which also will include a little bit of fun and humor. I'll see you at the Global Online Women Empowerment Summit. It's time to think differently about empowerment. See you there.
So that's Patricia, another Patricia, very funny. She is super energetic. So we will have her. I would like to be so energetic when I'm in her age. I really would like to be like this. She is just like an idol, like my grandpa. He was exactly the same, full of energy and jumping everywhere, doing everything.
Yeah, how did you get to connect with her?
On LinkedIn, actually, if you see all the experts, I was connecting them. I didn't know them before. So every expert, I just started to network with them, and I was inviting them to the summit, and they just joined in.
That is
So
amazing.
it's amazing.
Oh my,
So many people.
it's really amazing.
It's super nice. Just be yourself, and you are attracting your tribe. That's the secret behind. So I'm trying to be myself. I'm trying to vibrate. Who am I? And because that happens, I say that I'm getting those people who are very similar to me on a way. So it's making it easy to network and to connect with people, because I get to know people who are already interested in me and it's on the same resonance. So it's really, really nice thing.
Yeah, likewise, I'm attracted to you as well.
Me too as well, because you are super positive. But Patricia is doing some Facebook Live, right? You are on Facebook and you are doing your sessions. And if you speak Chinese, especially because she does in many languages, also Chinese and also English. So that's something that she's doing, and you can follow her. All right, we have to stop this broadcast. I have to jump to the other one with Patricia. See you at the other other live. Lots of love to everyone, and enjoy the summit. Thank you, Patricia. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye, Andrea. Have a good one. Bye.
It began with a bold vision to build KL Metropolis, a development that would establish a new international trade and exhibition district in Malaysia, built in partnership with the government by NAZA Group's property arm, NAZA TTDI. The crown jewel of this grand vision is the Malaysia International Trade and Exhibition Centre, the preferred international destination for exhibitions and events. Like the fine gold and silver threads of the Songket weave that inspired its facade design, MyTech is the embodiment of refined craftsmanship, creativity and precision. As Malaysia's largest exhibition centre, MyTech's functional spaces are unprecedented. Primed for exceptional displays, surrounded by state-of-the-art facilities and amenities. This iconic structure affirms a commitment to innovative excellence. It is a showpiece of engineering ingenuity. An enduring icon built for a new Malaysian era of success.